Today's video is basically a box of nickels, but before I get into the nickels, this is what I did a couple of days before that. I am back from my banking today, and I scored pretty good. I'm going to start out with looking at these halves and seeing if there anything I can search or not. That's what I do on Thursday evenings. Two of the boxes are circulated for me to search. One of them is 2024s. Well, the first box I went through, I got, three NIFC coins, but no silver. And I got 5 or 6 rolls into the second box, and I believe I see a 40%er fourth coin right there. 1967, it sure is. Very cool. We got one. I'm not skunked. Two sheds Gabby here. I just have a few minutes to get started today. I wanted to get into another box of nickels. The last two boxes back, I got over 2024 Philadelphia nickels. And the last box, I got 6 Buffalo nickels. Let's see if we can find something cool in this box. That's pretty exciting. So I'm hoping to get something like that. Who knows? But hopefully it'll be fun. Let's get started. By the way, this was my $50 search. Got 15 NIFCs. I haven't done that in a long time. And I picked up 1 silver out of those 3 boxes. 2 of the boxes I searched, one of them is 2024s. So we added 1 more silver to my annual goal. Right near the beginning of the first roll, I come to a 2009 D. Oh my, I hope that is a sign of things to come. That's really neat. It's like 18 degrees outside on this Friday morning, and I've got to get out in a little bit. I've got a thing I've got to do. I'm happy to do it, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm nervous, but that's okay. Leading singing for a group. But hopefully we'll keep finding more good stuff in this box. Aha, looky here, folks. Third row, and here is a 2024 P. I hope that means we're going to get a few of them this time. That's really neat. Got 22 of them 2 boxes back. Pretty amazing. The thing that has eluded me, and I would gladly give up some of my 2024s for it, is a silver. That's the thing I really enjoy, probably more than nearly anything, is finding silver. It'd be fun to get one. I have gotten one in several boxes now. I am now in the 5th row, and here is 2024 P number 2. Pretty neat. I was just rummaging through articles and stuff, and I found an AI update that said, as of today, all U.S. denomination coins, including gold and silver bullion, have been minted with 2025 dates on them. But this particular article didn't give any numbers. In the 6th row, I come across a 1941. A few rows back, I also found a 57. For my hoarding purposes, this one is not in the greatest of shape. It is a Philadelphia. And I've got one from the 50s and one from the 40s. So, just to put it out there, if I'm finding 24s and 09s, I'm tickled pink. I'm not upset because I don't get a silver, but I just would like to find one. But if I found some good stuff, I'm happy and tickled pink to get it. I don't know why it has to be pink, but The other day I said that I found a dot while in the middle of a row. I just found my dot on the floor there. Well, I have gone through 10 rows now, and I'm going to pause and go get ready for my event. If I have time, I'll come back and do a few more rolls before I leave. Let's try to get 1 or 2 rolls in before I leave. Now the 13th row, and here is 2024P number 3. Pretty cool. I also got a 54D in a row or two back. So I have gone over all of my songs again and again. And I think I have them down pretty good. So I'll just do the best I can. That's all I can do, I guess. I'll be there. Ooh, it's several hours, I believe. It's not a real short service. This will be the last roll that I do before I leave. And Lord willing, I'll get back and pick up where I left off. We're at 2024 number 3. It's pretty cool. Okay, I just got back from the funeral, folks. Well, we went out to eat with the preacher afterwards, so it's after 5 p.m. This is the first row I just got into after getting back, and I found something that I'm not familiar with. What's that? How about them apples? Ain't that neat? 42. Oh, 42. Cool. The last several 42s I found were not silver. That is so cool. Finally got one. It has been a little while. I'm tickled. Even pink. Even pink. Oh, man. Makes my day. Things went well today. You know, I'm always nervous. And it's funny because the preacher, man, they had the two of us sitting up in a chair. There's other people that participated, but he and I had getting up and sitting down things to do. And they sat us down right before the service started. And he goes, "I've never done this before. I'm nervous." I said, "Me too." But I was told I did good, and he did real good, real good. The next row, and look at this. I've gotten you think it's the same one? I've gotten several of these the last few months. I guess they were like in a dryer or something. The big barrel of the dryer just running over it and over and over it. Huh. I'm sure there's other things that can do that too. Anyway, it's good to be home and change clothes. I like comfy clothes. And I'm in my PJs now. Yeah. I think that says 2014. So I did 5 songs, and I'm always concerned about pitching wrong, especially like Amazing Grace. If you start it low, man, it gets low, real low. But there's a point in it where it gets kind of high. So if you pitch it a little high, that one point gets up so high that it's hard to reach it. And so some of them has more variation that gives you more play. But you got to pitch that one pretty close to right. And it went well. So kind of like the guy that believes in fate, that he fell down the stairs and got up and said, "Boy, I'm glad that's over with." That's me. Phew, I'm glad that's over with. Is that a 50? Yeah, I think it's a 1956. Something took that rim off there. Philadelphia. Oh, the next one is a 1940. How about that? 1940 San Francisco. Cool beans. They made 39 million of them. The next row again, and here is a 1939. Boy, it'd be so nice to have a D or S mint mark. This one's actually in pretty good shape. But it's Philadelphia. Generally that's what you find, but I keep hoping I'll find something else. My wife is already seated in the living room, or the den, and she's waiting on me to bring a couple of, she made some no-bakes a couple days ago, no-bake cookies. And she is waiting on me to bring, if you look at that, another 2024. She's waiting on me to bring her a few down there, and we'll sit and watch a little TV together. I believe that's number 4. Yeah, that's 4 of those. And a silver. And a 2009. So I'm not halfway into the box, but it's already a good box, I tell you. We went to Cheddar's today. Are y'all familiar with Cheddar's? And I just got a salad and a pot pie. It was really good. I'd never had that before. And not too long ago, I was hankering a pot pie, so I got theirs. There's a, over where we lived at the other house, there's a chicken place, like famous recipe chicken. And I got their pot pie. I was not impressed at all. Several hours later, now it's 20 minutes till 10 p.m. Me and my wife watched a documentary on a serial killer. And this is a 1948. And if it's an S, then it is a semi-key date. And it's not. It's Philadelphia. That's okay. I guess I'll get out in the morning and go to a couple of banks. I've got to go to the grocery store and get some stuff for the lunch. We have lunch with my mom most Sundays. And there's going to be quite a few people, I think, coming this Sunday. So I'm going to go out and get stuff. Years ago, my uncle made tacos back before tacos was a real popular thing. I was just a little kid. And he did it his own certain way, and we have done it like that a lot. And we kind of call it the family taco because it's just done a little bit differently than your normal tacos. 18th row, a 2024P, number 5. How about that? That's pretty nifty. I had somebody write to me today and said they got 2 2025 pennies in their search today. Well, that's pretty cool. It definitely makes you say to yourself, I better start really checking stuff. Because I definitely don't want to miss any of those if I get a chance to get any. If they don't make any more than what that article I said, then that's going to be pretty amazing. I wanted you to look. This is a 56 that I found a couple rolls back. But this is one. Is this one of those cases where it had, I know it's kind of rough, but you can't hardly even tell that the 5 cents, it's like it didn't hardly even get, in the Monticello, it's like the letters are almost not even there. Is that just because it's worn funny? Or is it because it's one of those die, when there's too much grease on the die? See how that is? I'd love to hear your answer on this one. I'm going to put this one aside and hold on to it. So here's a 1994 that's just brilliant. That's really good shape and looks like it's got the full steps. What do y'all think? Is that a coin I should hold on to? I believe maybe that is. It's not super duper old, but it sure is in good condition. And it is 31 years old. I think I'll put that one away too. Right at the end of the 24th row, I found a 1941. In this one, you want a D or an S. Both of them are like 40, 50 million, something like that. The P is over 200 million. And that's what we got. The high mintage one. 1941. This is the second row in the second half, and here is 2024, number 6. 2024P, number 6. How about that? Pretty cool. I think I'm going crazy, guys. I just pulled 5 rows out of my box a second ago, and I put them right there. And just as I was getting ready to open one of them up with my little handy pocket knife right here, I thought I saw something jump up out of the corner of this box. I'm like, what? I pulled over and looked to see if there's a bug in there. I guess it's just late and my eyes are playing tricks on me. That was kind of weird. I don't think I got jumping nickels. So I've got not as many 2024s as I had a few boxes back, but I do also have a silver to go with it this time, so that's really cool. Now the fourth row in the second half, and here's number 7, 2024P. Very nice, very nice. Cool beans. So, looks like they are going to try to go to Trump and Elon or somebody and see if the gold is still in Fort Knox. And Musk wants to videotape it and show the public if it's still there or not. And let me open up another row. I'll just tell you just a little bit about it. Okay, next row. I have grown up, pretty close to Fort Knox, and I have been there many times over the years. Had an uncle who was stationed there, and we used to go see him, and they would let the kids play in the area where they do their training, where they have to get on your hands and knees or on your belly and crawl under the ropes and stuff. I've done that out there. And that's right there at Fort Knox there's another one. Cool beans. There's 7 or 8. Number 8, I think. Nice. But that's right there at Fort Knox where the gold is. And it's right out there off of Highway 31 where you can clearly see, the fences all around it and everything. And when I was a kid, it was heavily guarded, like all the time. In the last 20 or so years, you go past it and there's like one car there. It's like there's nobody there anymore. And somewhere back years ago, I heard that they had either got rid of it or moved it or something like that. And I assumed that was all because we got off of the gold standard. I don't know facts or details, just stuff that I heard. But it is odd that you don't see the military security there that you used to see years ago. But I'm sure curious to find out if it's still there. That would be neat to find that out. Now I'm in the 13th row, and here's another 1941. And again, we're hoping for the D or the S. I think one of them has like 50 million and one of them has 40. The P has over 200 million. I got another P, which you're going to get those the most, but I'd like to get one of the others. I was so excited to finally get another silver a little while ago. When you're going through these coins, just thoughts rummage through your head, and I don't remember exact trail, but I'm like, boy, it's like I never was going to get another one. I'm so glad to finally get one. And then it just popped into my head. I think I'll just title this, "Did you know they made silver nickels?" And so that's what I'm going to do. And just in case you're watching this new to my channel because you didn't know they made silver nickels, they did. From 1942, not all of 1942, but part of 1942, and then all of 43, 44, and 45. The nickels were made out of 35% silver. And us coin hunters just love to find them. And I found one. Yay. And now with just 8 rows to go, here's a 1947. We want the DRS again. The Philadelphia has like 90 something million, and the D and S is like 30 and 20 something million. So way, way lower mintages for the D and the S. I have the P. Okay, well, we're starting to see the end in sight for this box. And now, with just 7 rows to go, here is 2024 P number 9. Number 9. How about them apples? That's pretty neat. Haven't seen a D in several boxes. You know, the first 2024s I found were all Ds. I found like 7 or 8 of them. Never more than one in one box. Never more than one in one box. But I did find a handful of them. And now all I find is the P. But that's okay. I was talking about my family tacos, and you know, some people make the street tacos. Some people just make a regular hard taco. My uncle, who used to live in Mexico and spoke fluent Mexican and German and all that stuff, he made them for us, and we just adopted it from him. His nickname was Dig. But he would just take ground beef and with salt and pepper, you know, no taco seasoning or nothing. And then you take a big pan of sauce, of hot sauce, and of course tomatoes and salsa. You know, you can like take a jar of salsa and put it in there and heat it up and make it as spicy or mild as you like. I like mine quite spicy. You take grated cheese. So you take your plate and you cover it with, you put your ground beef in your plate. Then you cover it with grated cheese. My favorite is Colby for this, but cheddar's okay too. And then you cover it with this hot sauce and spicy sauce. And it really melts that cheese down into the beef. And then you put lettuce over top of the sauce. And if you just simply don't like spicy food, you put sour cream on it. No sour cream for me, thank you. And then we take, let me just start another row. Okay, next row. You know, we'll usually have some refried beans and tortilla chips and maybe some guacamole. Every now and then my wife will make Spanish rice to go with it on the side. But you take just taco shells and you bake them because you want them crispy. I've been invited to people's house that had tacos, and they just open up the box of taco shells and just serve them like they're not quite done, folks. They're not real crunchy. They're kind of springy. I don't know how you'd call it, but they need to be cooked a little bit to get them really good and crunchy. And then we just break them off and eat them with the food, you know, with your, it's almost like a taco salad, I guess you'd say, but it's not quite. Anyway, that's the way we like to eat them. Not every time, but lots of times. And we haven't done it for a little while, so that's what we're going to do Sunday. Family tacos. And I'm looking forward to it because I love them. With 3 rows to go after this, look what I just found, guys. Another buffalo, and it is dated 1936. That's totally cool. Looks like somebody wiped at it there or something, because the rest of the coin is dirtier. And right over the 1936 area, it's, I don't know, it just could have worn off there, I guess. Anyway, we get us a 36. Is there a mint mark? There's not. Man, we got us a silver and a buffalo or Indian head. I put Indian head in a short or something that I made a few days ago. And somebody said, they're called buffalo. It's like, well, they're called both, aren't they? I've I've heard people call them Indian head all my life. It's like, it depends on what side of the coin you're looking at. But anyway. And it's the Gulf of America. See, we want to be all inclusive. That includes everybody. We're all Americans. All the way up through Canada. We're all Americans. If you're Mexican, you're an American. We come from America. Anyway, do any of y'all disagree with me? Do you not call it an Indian head nickel? I hope I get one more 2024 to make it 10. I think I just hit 9. I'll count them after this row. 3 rolls to go. Got us a buffalo. How cool. Dated one at that. Oh, I also picked up 3 more from the 50s. Oh, this is 4. 57. 54. 54. And 56. These are just some I've picked up through the rolls. I just didn't want to stop for everything I picked up. Okay, I just opened the last row. Let's go through this one together. See if anything shows up in the last row. After this roll, I'll go over and get my 2025 silver box out, and we'll put today's silver in there. Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. 2024 P number 10. Stand up there, will you? Number 10. Got 10 of those guys. How about that? Pretty nifty. Anything else? That looks kind of old, don't it? 70. It's just worn. Well, that was nice getting number 10 there in my last row. And here we go. That is it. All right, let me get the silver box out. Well, I found some pretty cool coins tonight, I think. Got my buffalo. Here's the 2024 P's. I started recently putting them in the tube just because I decided to. And I think I've got pretty close to a roll here. Not quite yet. Here is my silver nickel, the 42 P, ain't it? I believe that's what it was. Yeah. 42P. Not in the best of shape, but it is 35% silver. And we got a 67 Kennedy half. I'm having a hard time finding these. I'm enjoying every one I find. And that puts me at 23 silver for the year. It's slowly plugging away. But hey, it's only the end of February. Still got plenty of time. My goal this year is 150 silver coins. Folks, I'm going to end it right here. Let me know what you think. Give me some comments and feedback. I love to hear from you. And if you got any ideas, shoot them at me. We'll talk to you later.